Back now to that story of a Springville High School teacher who resigned in the wake of a sexual harassment scandal.
Here now is Fox 13's Aaron Cox.
More than 60 people reached out to me messaging their stories. We chose to speak with those who shared firsthand accounts of dealing with Mr. Dan Money as a teacher. It was in the late 90s. Philip Graves was a student at Springville High School.
He was like a health teacher for me, and then he actually was one of the coaches on the baseball team.
Graves says Dan Money was a good coach and teacher, but then there was an incident during a driver's ed class.
Turned, but didn't turn all the way, and he wasn't super happy with that, so he reached and grabbed my ear and yanked it around to make sure that I switched my body all the way around and turned to look to the rear, and it hurt. He pulled it hard enough that there was a pop.
Phil, what do you wish 15-year-old you understood?
15-year-old me was a lot less experienced, didn't really know the world.
Graves says he did not report the incident until this week, using the Safe Utah app and filing with the Nebo School District.
He started talking to me, but not to my face. He talked straight to my breasts.
Another former student, Tiffany Shurtleff, posted on YouTube describing encounters with Money that she says have left her scarred.
He would say super condescending things about my body and intelligence. I usually muted them out, but I remember one thing he said so vividly. Quote, "If you weren't so skinny, those shorts would look so much better on you."
Gloria Allred, a victim's rights attorney not connected to this case, says harassment often lands in civil court and not necessarily in a criminal court of law.
It is a form of justice. It is a form of making the wrongdoer, the sexual harasser, accountable for what he or she has done.
When does a complaint go from a harassment complaint to something that can be litigated as a criminal complaint?
Sexual harassment itself is not ordinarily a crime, either under state laws or under federal laws. But certain conduct committed in the course of sexual harassment, or even without technically being sexual harassment, may also be crimes.
Harassment, the accusers say, had lasting impacts.
It was damaging, and it was something that has stuck with me.
A spokesperson with the Nebo School District confirmed to Fox 13 that they still will investigate these allegations made, even though Mr. Money has formally resigned. In Salt Lake City, Aaron Cox, Fox 13 News, Utah.